So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug says, I like cats more than I like people. My daughter got this for me last night from a store that she adores but is closing its doors. I'm so sad for her because I know she said it was her favorite place and she has a whole lot of stuff of there. So she was very disappointed. She also picked up this beautiful necklace for me. She kind of spoiled me last night, which was really kind of nice considering my week. Anyway, today's tea is the Miracle Tree Moringa Organic Honey and Vanilla. I put in two tea bags because the cup is huge and I'm honestly not sure if the moringa tea is going to stand up to it. The other thing is there's no milk. We're all out of milk, so I couldn't put milk in. If you're hearing a hum in the background, that is the refrigerator. I will take care of that in a minute. However, let's go ahead and give this a sip and then we can go ahead and get started. Still really steamy hot though. Yep, she needs more time to steep, so we're going to let her do that. Probably also needs a little bit more sugar, which I will probably add when I'm flipping you around. So today we are doing my Shop My Stash for the month of, where are we at? I guess we're going into, this is going to be for August? Already going into August? Yes, we're already going into August. My son let me know that his birthday's coming up, so we are already going into August. He's already thinking about it. Anyway, so we are going to go ahead and get you flipped around and we will look at what I had for the month of July, pull some stuff out, and then we will start restocking for August. Give me about 2 shakes. Be right back. Alrighty, so here is our drawer for last month. We have some additions. I got this from BoxyCharm, so that will be staying in there. I got that from BoxyCharm, so that will be staying in there. There's also a few things in my drawers that I usually put stuff in that I'm playing around with for my boxes. Let's take a look at the rest of this and we'll decide what's going on with it. This is my Zuri Flawless. I've been using this as bronzer, but with the new Huda, I'm not going to need this. So this is going to get put back in the drawer. This is my Milani Banana Powder. Going to keep that out. I have not used this at all this month. I did not go out as much as I expected, so I'm not as dark as I was expecting to get. So this will also be put away since I'm using the Huda, so I won't need this. I only have one of the 2 Tetris by Ipsy palettes because I gave the other one to my youngest daughter. So this one is also going out. Going to keep my Control Freak in there. Going to keep my Maybelline. This is almost done. I use this for a base for other mascaras. It works very well for me for that. So keeping that in there until it is gone. I haven't used this much, but I've used it a few times, so I'm going to keep that in there as well. Keeping my Urban Decay waterline in there. This is another one. This one is from Lancome. This one just made it in. It is also supposed to be a base for your mascara. It's going to stay in there for when the Maybelline runs out. This is my Urban Decay Perversion. My favorite mascara, but since she's open, I need to use her up, so she's also going to stay in there. I just started to play with this, and then I got another one I wanted to play with more, so this is staying in here. Got this in my Walmart box, and I'm going to keep that in there as well. Got this in my, I got this like last month or so. I've been really enjoying the Suva eyeliner, so I'm keeping that in there. I have not used anything else in this box except probably the Burt's Bees, which I've used maybe once or twice. So all of that is going to stay in there. I really need to use that eyeshadow. All right, so move that out of the way and pull our back box up. I've used this a couple of times, but I have another one that I now want to work with that I'm going to put in there instead. I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to go ahead and keep that in there. I like the Ofra. This one I don't use very often because of how pink it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one up for now. I haven't played with this too much because, like I said, I haven't been going out that much. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one up because I've actually got another powder that I want to work with. In fact, I got two. These items will stay put. I have not used the liquid eyeshadows, and I am working on getting through the CoverGirl. So those will stay put. These two powders I'm going to take out. They were being used as powders to help powder down my foundation. And I'm not going to be using those because I have two other powders I want to work with. I haven't used this much, but I think I'm going to keep it in here because I've only got one real blush other than what's in the Huda that I want to play with. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that in there. All right, so let me put this stuff away and then we will go through our drawers. Okay, so we cleared the drawers of the stuff that I won't be using. And now I'm going to get into my bottom drawer where I have a bunch of new palettes to play with. So I'm going to pull out the palettes I want to play with. I'm going to start with this. This one is brand new. This is the Achilleos palette by Kalon Cosmetics. I want to play with that. And I am playing with the hip dots, but they're going to stay down there because they are so big and bulky. They just wouldn't fit in that drawer very well, so we're going to keep those down there. But I think the other one, we're just going to stick with the Achilleos for right now because I'm going to be bringing in other palettes. I do want to play with the Juicy Fruit at some point, but I'm kind of getting in the mood for murkier colors, so we're just going to stick with that. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and throw in the Colored Rain Smoke Show as well, and I'll show those to you guys in a little bit. So we are over in my other area where I keep my highlighters and blushes and other things like that. So here we go. This is the powder I want to play with. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Tint. I'm trying not to blind you with it. I've played with it a couple of times. I actually really enjoy this, so that is going to go in the drawer. And we just got the CoverGirl Clean Professional powder that I'm going to want to play with. So those are my powders. I think I'm going to go down in the next drawer where my NYX is all at, I believe, and pull out, hopefully it's in here. Yes, I'm going to pull out the Strobe Genius in case I want something other than the highlighters that I already have. So that'll go in there. And the other blush I want to play with is also from e.l.f. This is their Primer-Infused brush. Primer-Infused blush. So I'm going to take that one out. And I think that's all I want from here right now. I don't want anything from down here. I'm going to take this NYX Ultimate palette too, but I think that's going to be it in terms of that stuff. Alrighty, so let's go next door and take a look in my samples junk drawer, the drawer that I have stuff that was given to me or whatever, samples that I've collected. I'm going to go ahead and try this. These kind of samples usually don't give you enough to really do a whole lot with, but I can at least hopefully get enough to tack it on to a foundation hunt. So we'll do that. What are you? I bet you're a primer. Yes, this is a primer. I don't need any primers right now. So many mascaras. I don't need any of those. Honestly, we got some CoverGirls in here. Oh, you're very beige. This is Tempting Toffee. I'll leave that for now. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm working with right now. So we'll just pull this out and see if I can get enough out of this one to use. But that'll be it out of the junk drawer too. So close the junk drawer. Oh, and we have this Makeup Forever. So we'll take this. Between this and the YSL that's already in my drawer, I should be able to get something for a foundation hunt video. But anyway, alrighty, so we got all these out. Turn you around and I'll show you what everything is when we're done. Alright, so I have a whole pile of stuff in front of me right now. I'm going to see if I can fit this all in here somehow, including samples. Let's open this up and take a look at what these samples look like. Oh, they're nice packets. So this one will work nice. And it looks like they gave me a wide range. We're still looking at possibly 1, maybe 2 applications. And obviously some of these are going to be way, way, way too light for me. And at least one is going to be way, way too dark. But that's a nice way to put those. So that'll be nice to play around with at some point. And then also, here are the Makeup Forever. I think I've tried the HD before, but we will go ahead and do it again, and then I will check and see if I've actually done a review on it. So putting those in. All right, so next we have 2 powders. We have the e.l.f., which is really nice. I've been enjoying it. I'm actually wearing it today. I've been kind of gravitating toward it since I got it. It does not help with my oils, but it does give a really nice finish to the foundations I've been using. So we're going to put that down here in the back. And then I haven't used the CoverGirl at all, so we're going to put that in here to play with. And of course my e.l.f. blush to go with my Milani blush. Now let's see if I can figure out how to put these palettes in here. Let me show you the colors on these palettes. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is, you guys have seen my Strobe of Genius. You know I use it. I like it a lot. I can sit that on top of there. And so here we go. Here's the Achilleos palette. She's got some pretty colors and some nice neutrals, and I think she'll make some interesting looks. And then we have the Colored Rain Smoke Show. Also, I think this one should actually complement the Achilleos really well. So we'll put that one down. And then we have our NYX Ultimate. I've played with this just a little bit. I'd like to play with it a little more. I think, again, we're looking at colors that will help complement the Achilleos, and these will give me some brights where I need bright colors. And then, of course, we are using the London Butter Au Natural palette, or I can't remember what the name of this is, but I'm probably not going to be using this much because it's primarily neutrals, which I've already noticed do not show up on my skin that well, but we're keeping it. We're going to try to work it in and see if we can get it to work a little bit with some of these other palettes, and hopefully I'll be able to give a better review than, it doesn't work for my skin. Oh no, my Achilleos doesn't fit. Oh my Lord. Okay, so you're gonna have to go on top. That's kind of scary, but you're gonna have to go on top. Ice cream man. Okay, so one more flip around and I'll show you my kind of stuffed drawer, but yeah, there's quite a bit in here. Alrighty, so as you can see, we are quite full. That's my Milani Banana. That's my Milani highlighter. My e.l.f. is in the back there. I don't know if you guys can see that. With my CoverGirl. Another e.l.f. My Milani blush. We're doing e.l.f. and Milani mostly for blush and highlighter right now. There's the Achilleos. And underneath I have the foundations I'm looking at. And under those are the Butter and the Colored Rain and the NYX Ultimate Mattes. So we've got those. Then there is my highlighter and my Huda and all the other stuff that I was saying that I am going to be working with for the next month, I hope. Anyway, turn you back around. Y'all must be getting kind of dizzy at this point. Anyway, so that is going to be the stuff that I'm going to be working with for August, along with any new stuff that comes in, including the stuff that I've already received in my Ipsy bags. And I have actually over here been working a little bit with the Color Rain mystery box that I got this month. Excuse me, my hair, second day hair, and she's being weird, being flat. I don't know why. It always bothers me. It always bothers me. It's very strange. Just leave the hair alone. It'll be fine. Right? Except it's me and it bothers me. Moving right along. So there we have everything that we are going to be working with for August, except for the new stuff that comes in through the month, which I don't even know how I'm going to fit in that drawer, but we will find a way. And of course, our palette of the month, which is the Rio palette right now, but it will get switched in about 2 or 3 days, actually. So we will be moving on. I've got to go find a photo to inspire me, and then, yeah. So that'll be changing soon too. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you see and you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. Just ignore the fact that I fuss with my hair and stuff, guys, okay? And no, I don't know what's going on with my voice. So don't ask. I'm not usually this flaky, flighty, whatever you want to call it. But if you like what you've seen and you do subscribe, I hope you will hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we do have bonus videos upon occasion where I open indie brands or my son opens a Loot Crate. We are not doing any more garden videos for the rest of this year. The garden is, I'm slowly pulling off my ripe tomatoes and dumping crates, and we are down to 3 tomatoes and 1 pepper. That's it. It just didn't work this year, so we got no more garden videos for that. But we do get the indie openings and the indie reviews and things of that nature, plus my son's Loot Crates. If you're interested in any of those, you will need to hit that subscription bell, that notification bell, so that you know when those are loaded up. If you're part of my notification squad, please check your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. Still having those issues. It's not as bad, but it's still there. And every now and then it seems to change which channel. So one day it'll be fine on one channel, and the next day it won't. That just seems to change. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, I'd be really disappointed and sad, but I'd also understand because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. However, you are always welcome here because we love having the company. And if you choose to visit us again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Now, it doesn't need to be as big as your head. It really doesn't. Or almost as big as your head. And honestly, it doesn't even need to be tea. It can be milk. It could be a glass of wine. You bring a shot of whiskey. Bring what you want, so you will enjoy it. But hopefully you will come by again and you will bring something so that you can sit down and enjoy yourself while you watch. Alrighty, so we have steeped for a little bit in this big mug. We have used 2 tea bags. There is no milk. I did add a touch more sugar, not a lot. I don't want to over sugar it, but let's go ahead and give it a sip and see what happened. Okay, so I think the key to getting the vanilla out of this tea, because if I recall before, the last time I tried this, I wasn't getting the vanilla. So apparently the key to get the vanilla out of this is 1, steep a while, and 2, don't add milk, because it's there now. But not really getting the honey, which is odd because honey can be one of those flavors that can overpower, and it's not doing that here. It's honestly not a bad tea, even without the milk and with just a little too much sugar, or not too much, too little sugar. Honestly, I knew what I was trying to say. I really did. At any rate, that's it. I hope you all have a great day.